Hello, and welcome back to our reading of Monster Mysteries. Today's chapter, The Sasquatch. The far western area of the North American continent is a wide and untamed wilderness. Vast forests cover steep mountains and hidden valleys. This huge, trackless area of forest and mountain covers the American states of Oregon, Washington, and parts of California and Idaho, together with much of the Canadian provinces of British Columbia and Alberta. It is here that the mysterious creature called the Sasquatch is said to live. The first recorded mention of the Sasquatch was by David Thompson. He was exploring the mountains of Alberta in 1811 when he found some strange tracks. Thompson's guide told him that they had been made by the Sasquatch, a huge, hairy person. Thompson did not believe the guide. Over the following years, several trappers and explorers repeated tales of the Sasquatch. It was the dramatic and frightening experience of Fred Beck and other events which made the Sasquatch famous. Over the past 40 years, interest in the Sasquatch has increased steadily. Many people have traveled through the forests looking for evidence that the Sasquatch exists. Thousands of Sasquatch footprint tracks have been found, photographed and copied in plaster. It is the sheer size of these prints which has given the Sasquatch the name by which it is known in the United States. It is called Bigfoot. Scientists have studied the footprints in great detail. Some have decided that the tracks are fakes. They might have been produced by a person wearing shoes with a big wooden foot strapped to it, or by a simple stamp on a stick. Other scientists are not so sure. Footprints can be used to create a picture of the type of animal which produced them. The Sasquatch prints vary in size and shape, averaging about 40 centimeters long by 16 centimeters wide. The footprint is slightly different from that of a human, being shaped like an hourglass rather than having one straight side and one curved. Judging by these footprints, the Sasquatch is able to walk on two legs, is about 2.5 meters tall, and weighs more than 150 kilograms. This is exactly the creature described by the eyewitness accounts of dozens of people who claim to have seen the mysterious creature. In 1955, Bill Rowe, a trapper in Alberta, was pushing through some bushes when he spotted a Sasquatch only about 6 meters away. As Rowe watched, the animal ate some leaves before moving off. Bill Rowe's sighting is one of the few to indicate the lifestyle of the Sasquatch. Other reports speak of the Sasquatch eating small animals. This raises the interesting question of whether or not the Sasquatch could actually feed itself in the western forests. The Sasquatch, if it exists, is a large animal, and so would need a large amount of food to survive. The coniferous forests in which the Sasquatch is sighted are not rich in food. During the summer months, there is probably enough food to keep a large number of these creatures alive and healthy. However, in the winter, the food supply drops off as snow covers the land. If the Sasquatch exists, it would either need to leave the forests or hibernate. The only way in which the Sasquatch could survive the cold weather would be to store up food during the summer. It would then be possible for it to live off these food supplies during the cold months of winter. The evidence for the existence of the Sasquatch is strong. There are many eyewitness sightings and plenty of footprints for scientists to study. It is just possible that such an animal could survive in the forests, but there is no conclusive proof that it does. Despite the sightings and footprints, nobody has shot or captured a Sasquatch and shown it to scientists. Until this happens, the animal will remain on the fringes of science. As far as I am concerned, Sasquatch exists in some form or another. But that's just how things are. Join me next week as we head back over to Afro-Eurasia. Africa specifically, for a battle that could have come out of the mind of Arthur Conan Doyle. I'll see you then.